This right now, the quarterback that had a fantastic game, Craig Ladd. Your team just set the tempo right away on the first series of the contest, and it was all, you know, you dominate the ball game, and the Cougars were downhill from there. Nice job.
Yeah, well, thank you. It was a great team effort, and you know, all the guys on our team, you know, were pretty fired up for this game because you love to play the best, and the Cougars are a phenomenal team. And you can see in the second half, they only scored one touchdown. They're a great defense. And it was big for us to get ahead early on them and get some momentum.
Three-time champions, you guys are on your way again. Who knows? I hope that you guys meet again somewhere down the line in the playoffs. That would be fun.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like I said, you want to play against the best, and I consider these guys, you know, the best. And I mean, obviously, I think my team, you know, is very good. But I mean, I love playing the Cougars. They're a great team. And, this is actually the first time I ever got to play.
Small one.
I can tell you, Holland didn't disappoint. It was a great play.
You played in a hostile environment. You guys brought your fan support, which was really interesting. And I did everything I could to pump up the crowd, but you guys pulled it out, and great job. And congratulations. And keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. This is a great environment. You know, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
The quarterback of this Lakeshore Lynx team, you're going to hear this name a lot. Number 10, Ladd, MVP in my book. Great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll have more Cougar talk after this.
Thank you.
With me right now is one of the receivers that had a great game for this Lynx team. They all had a good game, but number 9, Williams, you kept making play after play against his defense that didn't know it hit him the first time all season long, that someone really took it to him. And you guys did a great job. Nice job.
Thank you. Yeah, the line was blocking all day, giving Craig time. Craig found the open receiver, just trying to do what we can.
Undefeated, 8-0. Do you feel the pressure? I mean, you guys came through one of the better teams and you dominated up and down the field. Now you got the Milwaukee Maniacs. Who's going to stop you guys? Three-time champions? My goodness. Welcome back to Kenosha Cougar Talk. Unfamiliar territory, John. We've talked throughout the victories, but this is a time to really show character. 35-8, we were soundly beaten by an excellent organization. Three-time champion, Lakeshore Lynx. They're 8-0, we're 7-1. What's next, John?
We're just gonna regroup, you know. Even champions fall down. And if we call ourselves a championship caliber team, then we know we're gonna fall down and we're gonna get back up. Like they say, success isn't measured by how many times you fall and don't make it. How many times you fall and get up and keep going. You know, every champion I ever heard of, you know, had a bump in the road. You know, there's simple things that we could have capitalized on that we didn't, and they did. And you know, a lot of people, you can say we played like crap, which would be true. You can say we didn't capitalize, you'd be true. So it's you know, it's a tough loss. You know, I think it's more of a pride and ego hit than much anything. You know, it hurts our pride that we didn't put forth the effort that we should have. And you can't take anything from them. You know, they came out here and they played their game. And they capitalized on every mistake we made. And, you know, they had some good drives, and you know, it took us a while to stop them. And you know, one mistake here or one mistake there. You know, it could have been a different ball game, but we can't talk about the what ifs and what could have been. End of the game, we didn't do what we had to do to get the win. So.
Get back to the drawing board. Got the Rampage here next Friday night to regroup and take out some frustration on them, and then you finish out with the Cowboys, and hopefully somewhere down the road we'll meet these guys again.
Yeah. You know, we can't go into next week still hanging our heads. We just got to walk off the field tonight with our heads up. You know, the Rampage coming off 3 good wins. You know, it doesn't matter if they were against bad teams or whatever. You know, it's still a win. You know, they got momentum going into the next week. You know, and we have a loss. You know, how are we gonna respond? You know, that's gonna define the rest of the season. You know, we lost to a good team. Now, do we fold out like some of the other teams, like, you know, the Sabres, the Premier or whatever, or do we pick it up and we keep going? You know, we're gonna come back next week with a chip on our shoulder and get out there and with some tenacity, and we're going to come back mediocre. You know, that's the question.
Well, if I was the guy for the answers, and I've followed this team all season long with the great fan support that the Kenosha Cougars have gotten, and thank you very much, fans, I think this team's going to show up and they're going to buckle their chin straps. If I was a Racine Rampage, I'd bring my lunch bucket because the Cougars will be back next Friday night.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Number 20, John Cole, and it takes a class guy to come on after a tough loss like this and talk about it. And hey, you know what? We got it out of the way. We're 7-1, and this can only help us.
Yeah, I mean, we can only go where from here. You can either fold out or you can buckle up our chin straps, like you said, and keep moving.
And we still have the goal of the championship. Nobody's knocked us out of the playoffs yet. We're still alive.
You know, the way I see it is, you know, this was a preview of the championship. We're going to see them again in 3 weeks at the championship game. 2 weeks after that, we're going to be the Lynx and the Cougars are going to be on the field, and it's going to be a different ball game, and that's a promise.
You heard it here from John Cole. We'll give him that name next week when he comes back with a 4-touchdown game. But nonetheless, the Cougars will be back next week against Racine Rampage Beer. 9 o'clock should be a lot of fun. Go Cougars. Coach Dave, what can I say? 35-8. Take it from there.
Yeah. You know, what can I say? Well, first of all, we'll start with I take back everything we had on the pregame interview. You know, this was our first real football game, you know, and I'll give it to the guys for showing up. And the biggest thing I like seeing is, you know, we had a team that actually, you know, has a fundamentally sound offense and defense. Their front three defensively are powerful. We're going to have to make some fine-tuning adjustments to cover that. You know they have a good coaching staff. You know, I'll hand it to them. They know what to do and when to do it and what adjustments to make, and I'll give it to them. I tried as quick as I could to, you know, make the adjustments where they were due, but it all comes down to, you know, it's going to be a good matchup. This championship is going to be a good game. You know, we lost quite a few touchdowns, you know, a few drops. We definitely had it, you know.
You never want to say a loss is good for you, but you can go back, look at the drawing board, and get ready to take it out on the Rampage Cowboys, and then hopefully we'll meet these guys down the road.
100%. This is the first and last time I'll say that this season, but, you know, in some senses, we needed it, you know. We needed it to regroup and, you know, get our timing with our D-backs going, and they're going to try the same thing. They're going to try the same thing in this championship we play against them, only because that's what they can get away. They know they can get away with. They can't get away with anything else, and I'm confident of that. We'll get this efficiency going with the defense, and we'll be fine.
And goals haven't changed. We're still 7-1. That championship is still there. We still have 2 regular season games to go, Coach, and there's still a lot to play for.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
All right, you heard it from Coach Dave. Kenosha Cougars fall on the short end tonight, 35-8, but don't forget next Friday night, 9 o'clock here at Amici Field, they'll take on the Racine Rampage, the upswing Racine Rampage, who's been on a roll. 3 out of 4 they won. Should be a good one.